Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Steelers going up against the Titans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now here's a carry heading left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Mariota now on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing is Mariota, and he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it with Hill. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big run there by McCoy. 44 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw Mariota, and he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, it's McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A great effort there. 89 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
No, check, Patriots! Over!
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he gets him set up near midfield for the moment. But with that penalty marker down, I don't know if it's going to hold. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up the third down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Play fake. Mariota on the move to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
No, check, Patriot! All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go. 319.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll look to throw here on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
10th carry now for McCoy. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Detroit! Let's go! Green, 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mariota now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, it's McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the back goes into motion. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mariota on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a give to McCoy running left. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play action. Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply... taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at... No. Check. Patriots. Back 99. Here we go. Blue, landed. Gone.
Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
The touchdown now, Barney. Here we go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Back 99, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception here, Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Mariota got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Mariota here to throw. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A second down throw here for Mariota. being chased out left. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 58 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Throwing here, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And that will write a finish to this ball game.